Meghan being literally pushed away from the red carpet. My God, somebody's gonna get fired over this. Harry angry because Archie and Lily will not be spending Christmas in the UK. And William answering questions about his bank account and lack of hair. This and more on today's show. Hello and welcome back, my Royal Rogues. My name is Jesus Enrique Rosas. I'm the Royal Rogue, and you should take a look at this. Meghan reappeared without, you know who, this one, strutting down the red carpet at Variety's Power of Women event. And can't you imagine that the most relevant thing she was asked was, wait for it, suits? I'm sure this was arranged by WME, her public relations agency that has less than 6 months to bring her brand back from the gutter. And you can tell from Meghan's face that the suits question was not the best idea. It sounds dated. But perhaps that's the only material that WME can work with. So much so. Now we can officially add another mask slip to our collection. This joins other greatest hits during interviews when Meghan has displayed, if only just briefly, that facial gesture that we know very well, even to her own mother. But not even Meghan was prepared to be literally pushed away like cattle by who I guess is one of her assistants. To be fair, I think she was only doing her job, but you can imagine Meghan's frustration. I paid for 30 seconds and I will use the 30 seconds, you peasants. But not even having a royal title grants you more than 30 seconds. So it's time to move on. And I mean it. She even grabs the woman's hand in an attempt to not look so awkward. But you'll agree with me that this is one of the cringiest displays that we have seen in a while. And so far, we have seen a lot. But Meghan revealed that she and this one are preparing for a major announcement. Perhaps this time, is this for real? We will have a new bold move by the Mount DeSato swindlers. I ask you on Twitter, what do you think was the big reveal? But before we get to see the best replies, I want to remind you that my much love and bliss and Rogue Highlander merch is available right now. And just so you know, the two most popular pieces are my Rogue Highlander notebook and the black glossy mug. So make sure to get yours before time runs out. And other popular picks are the Royal hoodie, which, by the way, is available in all the colors and sizes you might want, my much love and bliss Christmas ornaments, and the white mug. And remember, then this is important, that every single rogie that gets any of my merch from right now until December 3rd will get a private, personalized thank you video from myself, not an AI, not a cheap double, no, myself mentioning you by name. Just visit my shop using the link in the description of this video. So, here are the best predictions to Meghan and this one's possible announcement. Rising Phoenix, they're moving back to the UK. Well, because why not? That's where their story began, and it's like going full circle. Although this full circle could mean that Meghan would be deported on the spot. And Jane Bow, they're filming a new documentary. It's called The Nigerian Candidate. You might remember that movie, The Manchurian Candidate, right? Well, maybe Meghan is also some kind of a sleeping agent hired because of her amazing 43% of Nigerianness. Number one, Neanderthal. They are making the movie adaptation of the book Meet Me at the Lake. It's basically their fan fiction. Well, this is one that we know it's coming. Only that to stay true to real life, it should be renamed as Give Me a Headache. It is way more representative of such a toxic relationship. They Son versus Smarkle. They will participate in a second series of South Park. Well, that would be nice. A bit of tongue-in-cheek humor goes a long way if the Duchess' ego allows for it. Neuropsych Cena. They are traveling to New York City to accept the just developed yesterday Most Loving Family Members Award. Oh, that sounds cool. I'm sure the award is still warm right out of the oven. As for why are there two women and one man in the award, I have no idea. Dame You Fortunate. She's bought an iron? Well, that will be quite practical. But my guess is that it was not on the wedding list, and Harry will make good use of it. Not Meghan, of course. Ironing is for peasants. And Skippy, they bought matching onesies because nothing says couple in sync better than lemon jello matching onesies. Perhaps they want to one up William and Catherine's couple chemistry. And Eva Eldridge, she wants to be president, and he will be her water boy. Well, this is something that we know that Meghan already wants, but will she get it? Mentona Padrini, she's gonna buy more chickens. Now, this is actually possible. Maybe in this wake of Disney classics remakes, Meghan knew they're going to rehash 101 Dalmatians at some point, so what better tactic than doing it herself, but with chickens? I don't know. It's just an idea. And Philly preparing for a major announcement. Because it sounds like this. This is an announcement about an incoming announcement, like a paradox or fallacy, or maybe not. Or my head hurts already with so much nonsense. Now, one thing that she said on that Variety red carpet, that more than red was a black carpet, not fitting for our biracial Duchess. She said that important or fascinating projects were coming and that their intention was that people felt something. Does it mean that people were not really touched by their glorious documentary? Or that people were not moved by Meghan's absolutely not made up stories on arsewives? How can that happen? Or that people's heartstrings were not pulled by Harry's memoir? That more than a feeling around their chests, it was more around their bowels. But, well, the Duchess wants to make sure this time that we get to feel something, anything, in regards to whatever content she is about to reveal. What do you think about that? Let's see your comments before we move on to the next topic. I want to take a look at that. All right. Let me highlight poor chickens. No, I'm sure it's like Meghan doesn't eat chickens anymore, right? Or maybe that many chickens. Maybe it's not going to be 101 chickens, but I don't know, 91 chickens, just in case, a weekend roasted chicken. Anyone? Yeah, that could work. Oh, all right. Happy Friday, all, and happy weekend. Thank you. Oh, I'm trying to look for your less mean comments. Samantha Harris, Humpty Dumpty. Yeah, he could play that part. Oh my God, why are you so mean? So many of you. Oh my God. I think the order is wrong, Bobbers. You marry a prince and then you become famous. But I don't know, maybe it's the degree of fame that you're talking about. I feel something nauseous. Thanks, Gay. That is appropriate. That is something that, perhaps I remember when we were on that 6th episode of the documentary. I felt that like 2 days long. It was horrible, but at least we did that together. We did that together. Today, we don't have any sound issues. Thank God. I always feel things when they talk about something mostly disgust. Madison, you're so mean as well. Oh, why are you like that? But let's move on. And a chatty bird from OK Magazine chirps that Harold is quite blue about not being swaddled in the royal fold during the ho-ho holidays. The last tango in Norfolk for the Duke and Duchess of Sausages was back in 2018 when they were still on the royal front line, if that was such a thing for them. But come 2019, they goes it up with Methane's mom, while the following year saw the pesky, COVID keeping them from the Windsor's Christmas pudding. Yet this year, the royal postman seems to have misplaced their Sandringham invite, leaving Harold and Methane off the guest list. The source is still warbling to OK, insists that barring the COVID interlude, the sausages always had a seat at the table. The door's always ajar for the nippers, they say, in the Queen's English, no less. But in his 2022 Netflix spectacle, Harold reminisced about those weird family gatherings on the royal roof, which he apparently misses a lot. And our source laments that Harold's thoughts are missing out on all the Windsor festive fun. Nobody does Christmas like the Windsors, Harold apparently mused, harking back to the days of mince pies and mistletoe before his American escapade. Now he's all in a tizzy about missing these key family moments. Well, you got into that predicament yourself, Harold. But the real question is, were they invited or not? There's a live chat if you want to comment about this as well. But there's also an official statement from Discount Barbican that I'm going to read right now. And let's get this nonsense out the way. Endgame is about the current state of the British royal family. It's not Harry and Meghan's book. I am not Meg's Paul. The sausages have nothing to do with it. Their story is a small part of a much bigger one you can read in 12 days. But, well, if you wanted another reason to spend those 12 days not reading his book, here's a revelation for you. A striking difference between Charles and William when it comes to their relationships with Harry. There's still a warmth with Harry and Charles. He narrates. With Harry, there's a reluctant acceptance that this is just who his father is. Now, when it comes to Harry's father, Scobie claims Harry would rather have that in his life than to cut it off completely. Hence, when they talk, it is often Harry reaching out. Oh, how good, the prodigal son. Picture Harry picking up the phone, dialing Charles and saying, "Hey, Pa, how's the kingdom today?" No, I'm not buying it. Not buying it. I was surprised to learn that even Meghan has some sort of correspondence with Charles. What? Sending over photos of the children and Archie and Lilibet, of course, although they're not directly to him. So there's a willingness there. And let's not forget that at the same time, Scobie, well, at least confirms the tension between Harry and his older brother, Prince William, thicker than Mexican telenovela plot. You don't say. And there's a huge amount of anger there, whispers a mysterious source of Scobie. William feels betrayed and sad about the situation, but he also doesn't agree with the things his brother feels he has done. He feels he has lost Harry and doesn't want to know this version of him. I told you, I warned you, I was going to give you another reason not to read this. But on the other hand, what a day for our Prince William in Manchester's Moss side. The Prince of Wales, always ready for a chuckle, found himself in the firing line of some cheeky questions from the local youth, including a rather bold inquiry about the state of his royal bank account. Amir Hassan couldn't resist the urge to which William Everett Sport replied he hadn't the foggiest idea. Then there was the moment of hair-raising humor when William joined in on an art project about empowering hairdos. His response, I'm literally the last person you should ask. My hair is disappearing. William, always ready with a self-deprecating quip. But during his visit to the Hideaway Youth Project, our prince even took a shot at playing pool, which, much to the groans of the audience, when he twice missed potting a yellow ball. Maybe stick to polo, William? What about that? This visit wasn't just about fun and games, though. The Prince's Royal Foundation, along with Andy Burham, a mayor of Greater Manchester, generously donated £50,000 each to the Manchester Peace Together Alliance. This funding will help create a program focused on employment, skills, and training to help young people at risk of violence. And Mr. Burnham, always one for a good word, noted the strength of the community and the importance of creating opportunities for its youth. He thanked William for his timely visit, giving the community the recognition it deserves. And our prince also met with mothers who had tragically lost children to violence, including Barbara Wright, mother of Jesse James, a teenager shot dead in 2006 in a park in Moss Side. And to top it all off, the Royal Foundation is chipping an additional £25,000 to the Hideaway Youth Project for IT equipment and a recording studio refurb. Julie Wharton, director at the Hideaway Youth Project, couldn't contain her excitement about this initiative. How about it? And there's also this, by the way. The British Prince shared this on Twitter. A father wrote on Instagram about his daughter meeting Prince William at Moss Side Millennium Powerhouse in Manchester. He praised him for being down to earth and good with the kids. William was in dad mode. And Michael Ekpechu says this, my princess daughter had one of the best days yesterday. She was privileged to be representing her school as a young carer. Yesterday was filled with excitement for her as she met Prince William. She had an interesting conversation time and was able to ask the Duke of Cambridge, Prince William, a personal question. It is great seeing how down-to-earth and playful Prince William is around kids. My daughter had so much fun and she asked the prince if he makes wristbands, and Prince William said yes. She then gave Prince William a special friendship wristband, and you can see her putting it on his wrist. Thank you to everyone who made this happen. Oh, it was just awesome in so many ways. And following with the royal family, today the Queen celebrated 140 years of the Queen's Commonwealth Essay Prize with winners, supporters, and a host of well-known writers at Buckingham Palace. This competition was founded, by the way, during Queen Victoria's reign, and since then, it has given young people opportunities to express themselves on the issues that matter most to them. And let's talk about Sophie as well, Duchess of Edinburgh. She added a royal touch to Winchester, gracing the grand opening of the Brandon Care Foundation's latest gem, St. Giles View, on a sunny Tuesday. As the patron of this Winchester-based charity, she did the honors, unveiling a plaque with a flourish that only a real Duchess could muster. In a grand tour of the 60-bedroom marvel, the Duchess, flanked by the ever-enthusiastic St. Giles View team, mingled with residents in the charmingly named Littleton, Spartholt, and Tilcombe households. I'm sorry about my pronunciation. It was like a mini tour of Winchester without stepping outside. The highlight is the Spartholt dining room. The Duchess turned cake decorator extraordinaire, joining residents in icing a cake to mark King Charles' 75th birthday. Talk about our royal bake-off. And tea time was next on the agenda, with the Duchess enjoying a relaxing afternoon tea in St. Giles View's Cafe with residents from the Chilcombe household. And this cafe, by the way, a cozy little nook, is the perfect spot for residents and visitors to enjoy a cuppa and some pastries. Wrapping up her visit, Marianne Wansell, Brandon Care's chief executive, ushered the Duchess to a special plaque unveiling. Wansell couldn't hide her delight, expressing gratitude for the Duchess' visit, especially on such a significant day, the King's birthday. Then Giles View, a pioneer in dementia care in Winchester, stands as a testament to Brandon Care's commitment to top-notch care and community spirit. Cheers to that. You know how I'm invested in all this, the care for the elderly and all these afflictions that happen in later stages in life. So I found this really important and praiseworthy. Meanwhile, in Glasgow, earlier this week, the Princess Royal attended a forum hosted by Interfaith Glasgow. During the visit, Her Royal Highness joined a discussion on the importance of interfaith dialogue and the valuable contribution the diverse faith communities make to our society. This is something that I was mentioning the other day. In terms of faith, there are many faiths. I have gone through many faiths myself. That is a thing, but that dialogue is important to find the points of convergence. What do we agree on, and how can we build a better society that way? That's why I thought this was worth mentioning. And also, a special treat for you that I made for you today. I'm going to play this video. Make sure the sound is on, because this is something that you have to hear for yourself. Yeah, there was a suggestion from Article Family Wars on Twitter, and I absolutely needed to make that meme. That was completely, absolutely worth it. And yes, your reaction both on Twitter and YouTube was amazing. Thank you for this. And with a final laugh, let me see this. Harry and Meghan, this is of course, this is absolutely made up by artificial intelligence, by yours truly, of course, the Baron of Mid-Journey, myself. Harry and Meghan eating arepas in Venezuela. It's got mostly right, but you know the image is fake because this guy is drinking water instead of a beer. No, that doesn't happen. You're Venezuelan, you will have a beer on your hand. That's it. And the arepas look a bit like hamburger buns. And as someone pointed out, I think it was Stefania Settle on Twitter, you know it's fake. You know it's fake because there are no wrinkles on their clothes. That's what the iron. That's what the iron is for. My rogue is today we want to finish a bit early. John Ravers would have ripped Meghan's clothes apart, or maybe her sense of style. I don't know. I'm not that keen on that. I don't have that much experience on how to know when something is nice or not. I usually try to go with the flow. Dusty's girl, awesome meme of King Charles and the phone. Yeah. At some point, I had my doubts of making that meme because, it was a very sensitive moment for King Charles. But I said, what the F? It has been enough time since then, so we can even laugh at the expense of Harry, of course. Katy Q, Jesus, you're a mischievous YouTuber. Yes, I am. What are arepas? Isa, you are missing on the greatest delight of Venezuela. Arepas are from Venezuela. Sorry, I know that I also have Colombian rogues, but Colombian rogues with all the love that I have for you and your accent. The Colombian Spanish accent is just exquisite. You know, the arepas are from Venezuela. That is just settled. We are brothers. Colombia and Venezuela, we are brothers for eternity. But we have to set the record straight. Arepas are from Venezuela. It's like you have how to say this? There's corn flour. You just mash the corn till you make this fine flour. You add water and you put it on a hot surface and you make this kind of flat buns. And when they are ready, when they are like solid, just slice them in the middle and just go for, I don't know, fill with them with a meat, with cheese, with whatever you want. That is Venezuela's national treasure. You must try it. I'm sure that whichever country or city you're in, you should have some Venezuelans. Venezuelans, we are all over the world. I bet there is a Venezuelan food truck or stand that sells arepas near you. You have to test it. Pre-cooked. Okay, Jenny. Yes, it's pre-cooked corn flour. It's pre-cooked. You just buy it pre-cooked and you just add water. And on that marathon live stream, Jesus can teach us about Venezuelan cuisine. The problem that will be that I most probably would get hungry myself. So I don't know. Yes, go ahead. Google arepas near me. Flat buns, unlike William. I see what you did there, Bond Mood. No, it's not like tacos. It's different. Love King Charles and the phone. Yes, let's play that. Let's play that meme again. I'm gonna leave it on mute or maybe not mute it, but at least reduce the sound so it doesn't go over my voice. And one last time. While I read your comments. Oh yeah, cachapas as well. Well, at some point, maybe in that 12-hour live stream, I know that I will have plenty of time to talk about, well, anything. That will be amazing. I don't know if I could take for 12 hours. I know that I would need around 2 or 3 days afterwards to get some rest. Thank you, JAT for your super sticker. Thank you for that. And Rita Book as well. Super sticker, peer character. Many peer character coming. Oh, thank you, Tammy. I appreciate your kind words. Thank you, Jesus. Another exceptional live chat. I so look forward to 4 p.m. now. You're truly a bright spot in the gloomy gray evening. I appreciate that, Tammy. Thank you for those kind words. I try to do my best. I'm going to, by the way, there's one slide that I think went too fast. That was the mask slip. The mask slip was played only once. And I wanted to play this at least a couple more times. But oh my God, we got only 30 seconds left today. What is this? Why the time flew? I want to leave you with this meme that I came up with. But you know, this is a meme around the internet. I needed to make this meme with Prince William. Finally, pure cringe. And that's what we got when Harry and Meghan are around. What will their plans be? Nobody knows, but we will be there with the memes and all the royal commentary that you love from the Royal Rogue. My Royal Rogues, my name is Jesus Enrique Rosas. I'm the Royal Rogue. And until we meet on another video or another live, remember the two most important words: much love and bliss. Take care, because I love every single one of you. Bye-bye.